Hello YouTube, Wes here, checking in with a brand new video for you. If you're new here, welcome. Please think about subscribing if you like the video. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, as you see from the title, it's gonna be an unboxing video from Hamilton Book. I could not stay away. Another order here from Hamilton Book. Their clearance section is just too much fun. This time I limited myself to $9.99 and under, and Blu-rays only. So one in here that I sort of almost bought the first time, and several other titles in here that I'm excited to check out. So we're gonna get this one opened up and share with you what I found at Hamilton Book. Since I do often talk about music here on the channel, I did pick up several music-related Blu-rays. The first one here is Iggy and the Stooges Raw Power, live in the hands of the fans. This is an MVD video release from 2011. And this is done in 2010 during the reunion of Iggy and the Stooges on September 3rd. Yeah, so it'll be cool to check this out. I don't make it to a lot of concerts, especially now nobody's making it to concerts, but I do love concert DVDs and Blu-rays. Really enjoyable, really affordable way to experience the concert thing, since concert tickets are really crazy high these days. But yeah, pick that one up, Iggy and the Stooges. I've been getting into Iggy Pop and the Stooges lately on vinyl, so it'll be fun to check this one out. All right, this next one was a total blind buy for me. Just looked interesting, sounded interesting. This is on Magnolia Pictures, Jack and Diane, starring Juno Temple and Riley Keough. It says, Jack and Diane, two teenage girls, met on a summer day in New York City and spend the night kissing ferociously, bubbly, and naive. Diane's charming innocence quickly begins to open tomboy Jack's tough-skinned heart. However, when Jack discovers that Diane is moving on at the end of the summer, she pushes Diane away. Diane is overwhelmed by her powerful new feelings, and they begin to manifest themselves in terrifying ways, causing unexplainable violent changes to her body. Young love is a monster, and Jack and Diane can Jack and Diane survive? So, yeah, it's got some queer themes to it, horror. Yeah, it just sounded like a fun movie and a fun pickup. So, grab that one. This next one is an 80s, I believe an 80s movie, looks like 1988, a movie I'd never heard of, but it's starring Cyndi Lauper and also has Jeff Goldblum. It's a movie called Vibes. Yeah, I've never heard of this one before. There's the normal cover on this one. It says, two psychics, Nick, Jeff Goldblum, and Sylvia, Cyndi Lauper, meet at an NYU research center, headed by Dr. Harrison Steele, Julian Sands. Later on, Nick and Sylvia are hired by Harry Buchafuco, Peter Falk, it's also got Peter Falk in here, to find his missing son in Ecuador. When they arrive, the duo learns that Harry has actually duped them into finding the lost gold treasure, which his former minions failed to retrieve. Unknown to the trio, they are being pursued by another group who are also seeking the treasure, one of whom is a psychic himself, led by Dr. Harrison Steele. So yeah, kind of a crazy 80s movie, kind of comedy, Jewel of the Nile kind of thing. I don't really know. It just, yeah, I mean, Cyndi Lauper and Jeff Goldblum and Peter Falk, that's a crazy cast, so I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Okay, this next one was a documentary that I saw other people pick up earlier, and I decided to grab it for myself. It sounded interesting enough. This is 1 Billion Orgasms, One Man, One Watch, 1 Billion Orgasms, I believe is the full title of this. This documentary about this guy who invents this watch is supposed to help, I guess, women achieve orgasms better or quicker or something like that, and just the story of him trying to market his product. Yeah, just sounded like an interesting idea for a documentary, an interesting theme anyway, so I decided to pick that one up and check it out. Next we have a Kino release. This is Pauline at the Beach from 1984. Come take a leisurely, relaxing trip to the sun-soaked, sandy beaches of Brittany in this bewitching, funny, yet profoundly wise comedy. From the brilliant French writer-director Eric Romer, Pauline at the Beach is a delightful film of summer sunlight, bare skin, and escalating amorous misunderstandings. Young and beautiful Pauline is spending the end of the summer with her older and sexually alluring cousin Marion at the stunning Atlantic coast of France, and it isn't long before three eligible men attempt to entice them both into romance. But head games, deceit, and lies soon interfere with the amorous mood, threatening to spoil the idyllic playground and Pauline's innocent views of love. So, yeah, it just sounded like an interesting 80s movie, another one I hadn't heard of, and my first Kino release. All right, next up, moving back to the music-themed Blu-rays, we have one from Rolling Stones here. This is Some Girls, live in Texas 75. So look forward to checking this one out. It's got some nice bonus features, an interview with Mick Jagger from 2011, Saturday Night Live, looks like maybe some skits and some music theme, and Rolling Stones. Check that one out. Okay, so this next movie is the one I almost bought the first time, and after hearing some other people talk about it and describe it, and I finally decided to pull the trigger on it and go ahead and get it. But it is The Final Member. It's a documentary about someone who's trying to collect penises from all the animals of the world, all the beings of the world. And the last one they need to collect is a human penis, and it sounds like a crazy idea for a documentary, and it should be interesting. And yeah, I'm glad I finally got this. This is another one of the Draft House releases. I did pick up a couple of those in the first haul, so yeah, add this one to the Draft House collection, and I'm glad this was still available on my second haul. All right, the next one is a classic. I've had this on I had this one on DVD before. This is a really nice Arrow Video release, my first Arrow Video, I believe. And this is the Robert De Niro movie, Ronin. Awesome movie. Great action, great car chases. Yeah, just classic, and I'm going to be excited to check out this Arrow Video release with a nice slipcase on it. And they put the shrink wrap over the slipcase, so that's nice, helps protect it. So yeah, Ronin. All right, this next one I picked up is another Draft House release. This one's from 2013, the movie Mood, Indigo, by Michael Gandry. Michael Gandry finds inspiration from Boris Vian's cult novel to provide the foundation for the visionary and romantic love story starring Audrey Tautou and Romain Duris. In a surreal Paris, Duris plays wealthy bachelor Colin, whose hobbies include developing his pianococktail, a cocktail-making piano, and devouring otherworldly dishes prepared by his trusty chef, Nicholas. At a party, Colin meets Chloe, and before they know it, they're plunging headfirst into a rapturous romance. Their courtship is tested when an unusual illness plagues Chloe. A water lily begins to grow in her lungs. To save her, Colin discovers the only cure is to surround Chloe with a never-ending supply of fresh flowers. So, sounds like an interesting movie, sounds like a fun one, and yeah, look forward to checking that one out. All right, and the last movie I picked up is one from IFC Midnight Releasing. This is 1 and 2. It says, siblings Eva and Zach are cut off from society in a remote farmhouse, their insular world bounded by an enormous wall. But as the pair begins exploring their extraordinary, potentially dangerous supernatural abilities, a mystery arises. In their strict disciplinary father trying to keep the world out, or to keep his children in. As their father searches for a divine answer to the circumstances of his crumbling world, Zach and Eva steal moments to explore their burgeoning otherworldly powers. The stunning original science fiction Mindbender is a surprising, thought-provoking look at the bonds that tie families together and the secrets that drive them apart. So yeah, some cool sci-fi sort of mystery, supernatural kind of things going on here. So it sounded like an interesting movie and one to check out. So that was my second haul from Hamilton Book. Most of these were still under $5. A couple of them were a little higher than $5, but overall a very good value. Yeah, I really enjoy checking out the Hamilton Book clearance section. It's a lot of fun. So those are my pickups. Let me know what you thought of these in the comments down below if you've seen any of these movies before. Thank you for watching. As I said at the beginning, please subscribe if you liked the video. Have a great day, a great night. See you at the movies. Cheers.